Hey, welcome back. And actually, I'm doing this one on Fantasy Thailand here. And like I said in my other video I just put up, I was thinking about two different things. One was buying a condo in the Dominican Republic. But the other option for me was just to leave my job or take a leave of absence for 3 or 4 months and then just travel and finish my last course. The last course is like an 18-month course, but like I said, I'm trying to get away from this job as fast as I can, and it's not easy. It's like a vacuum cleaner. It sucks you right in. You can't leave. Anyway, so I want to try to become like, I might even thinking about becoming a detective, like guys who have girlfriends overseas or women that have boyfriends overseas and they think they're getting scammed. And so, Pedro, if you're interested in working with me on this one, what we'll do, I mean, this is an offer here. We'll go down to the Dominican Republic and we'll investigate these women that are guys believe that they're getting scammed. Guy will pay for the plane tickets. We'll stay at your mother's house. Possibly, just eat local food, and then we'll do the investigation. Charge the guy like $200 a day for our work, and I'll show you some stuff here. I'm gonna do some reviews on these in a few weeks if I can get them up. These are actually spy cameras. And these are actually cameras, and you actually can just wear them and film people while you're doing an investigation, and they won't even know what it is as long as you're not like, hey, look in the camera. I mean, you got to be smooth, like, hey, yeah, like, so like, what's happening there? Yeah. So tell me a little bit more. Yeah, Anyway, so there's a lot of things we can do there, Pedro, and and so on the way back, what we'll do is we'll stop at the duty free and we'll get some white Henny and we'll fly it up to Atlanta. And I'm joking on this, okay, because I wouldn't do anything wrong. But we'll get the white Henny and we'll just sell it to local bars. We'll pay like $75 a bottle and we'll sell it for $250 a bottle. 10 bottles make $2,500 for the trip. We'll charge the customer for it. That's expenses. That's expenses we need. Anyways, no, I'm joking on that. But when I came back from the Dominican Republic, about I would say easily 50 to 100 people on that plane had a case of Henny, white Henny, and they were actually, without a doubt, were going to sell it. And so they were making some big money. It's not sold in the United States, and I guess it's pretty desirable. And next time I go to Dominican Republic, I'm going to get me some because I want to see what it tastes like. But the problem is, how am I going to get it back on another plane to fly it to the, fly it here. I don't know if I can actually get it on the plane because when you arrive in international, you have to check your bags in and have it re-inspected. And then you have to check back into the flight. And I'm not sure if they'll let it go through. So I don't know. So the other option was either to buy a condo and stay here, or quit my job and just study for a month in Thailand, or maybe even possibly a year in Dominican Republic. But the visa situations on both countries, you have to leave within 60 days. So I have to try to figure out that. So we're going to talk about Fantasy Thailand, which is Chris's business in Thailand. And recently, Dave has made a Facebook post. I'm sorry, I thought I saw something, words on my shirt. They made a Facebook post. They're doing tours to Thailand. So I just decided I will show you some places in Thailand that I think that they should go to. And so I say the first place probably is the best. These are my top places in Thailand to visit. All right, that's my ex-girlfriend, by the way. All right, so we can go to Chattanbury, and everybody knows that I sell the gems and everything, and I do gem work, and that's actually me. I'm looking at demontoid garnets. These are about, I believe these were like $150 to $300 a carat, and that's about wholesale prices. So they actually get you there on the wholesale prices, but you will get gems about 1/3 of the value. You can get them set, come back probably 5-6 days later. So I got a nice trillion tanzanite. I paid $499 for, and it's worth at least $1,000. So you will get your deals on it. And that's actually by the river, just before you, when you cross the river, before you enter the Gem District, right there. And then you can go to Ayutthaya. This is the Asian capital, and they got a lot of nice temples here. And this is actually on the way from Bangkok to Chattahoochee, so you could actually stop there, leave like early 7 o'clock in the morning, stop there, spend 3-4 hours a day there, and you can actually see the temples. And if you want to go up to Chiang Mai up north, this would be a nice temples that you could go to. And that, I mean, next time I go, if I have time, I'm going to go probably either Chiang Mai or Phuket. But if you really want to go gold shopping, this would really be one way of doing it, because the gold is it's not cheaper, but you get better quality gold in Thailand, because I believe, I think I'm going to say 23 karat, but it could be 21 or 22 carats, but it's almost pure gold, so you're going to be paying a lot more for it per gram. 14 karat gold is only about 52% gold. So if you're buying a necklace and they say it's 14 karat and they're trying to charge you $1,600 an ounce, you should only be paying a little bit more than $800 an ounce. So that's it right there. And this is like some of the souvenir shops, and everything's gold plated in it. And if you see the plates down below, I want to buy a bunch of those plates next time I go. But I found out those plates are about $20 or $30 per cup. And then there's the floating market in Bangkok, which is legendary. You can actually take a boat and see this market, or you can actually have the women actually sail up to you and sell you stuff. I really don't know. I've never gone there, so I really want to see this one myself. You go to Koh San Road. This is a very touristy area, and they sell a lot of tourist stuff. I personally do not like tourist areas because the prices are 2, 3, 4 times higher than normal. So I would avoid going there. But if you want to go there, it's got some good shopping. They got some nice silk. I bought some Thai silk not Thai silk, Cambodian silk for $2.50 for probably like 12 square feet of silk, and it's really very, very nice. In fact, I had a guy wanted to buy some from me for a Cambodian wedding. However, I only had one, and he wanted 10 or 15 to give away to the bridesmaids. In Bangkok, you got the Royal Palace you can go to, and I think that's actually a really beautiful place. Or you can go down to Phuket. Now, Phuket is a very nice place. And off of Phuket, there's a monkey island. I don't remember the name, but there's a lot of monkeys you can actually go to and take pictures of. And that was actually something I really, truly wanted to do. And when I was planning my first trip to Thailand, that's when they had the tsunami and Phuket was damaged severely. And I didn't go. But 1 year later, I was actually in Thailand, which I didn't realize until they said this is a 1 year anniversary. And they had a moment of silence. And I was like, oh, wow, 1 year. And then you got the Sriracha Tiger Zoo. Now, I wouldn't recommend this totally. It's nice to go there, but as you saw, this girl is sitting next to a tiger. The tiger, if you notice, is chained down. 1. 2, it's heavily drugged. A lot of the tiger or animal sanctuaries where you get pictures next to the animals are either drugged or they have been somewhat tortured to the point where you shouldn't even be going to those places. So that's that right there. And lastly, I really don't like the way they're treating Annie on the show right now, because I reported that on the Fantasy Thailand website, there's a lady on it, I think her name's Pear, looks just like Annie, and she was a travel agent, and I know Annie did not work in a bar. And the one reason I know this for a fact is because of the travel pages out there on Facebook. And Annie and David were very big celebrities when the show came out. And not once did anybody come out and say anything bad about her. So for some reason, the production company's making Annie and all Thai ladies look bad. And with the brother of Nikki. They're not related. Going around saying all this stuff about, I don't believe Antonio and Nikki are related. It's been told to me by some production people that they're not even related. So what the relationship is between the two, I don't know. But him saying all this stuff about Annie, I don't know where it came from, but I heard it is not true. And I believe it's not true also because all the fan pages out there, it never was said. It never was said that she worked in a bar. And in Thailand, they would, someone, somewhere, somehow, someone would say what she did for a living, and nobody's ever said nothing. And like I said, they were very big celebrities. They were on national news. They were on nightly news, like CBS News in Thailand. So they got a very big following in Thailand. So I think that it can really work out for them in Thailand. And like I said, I was planning to buy a condo in Thailand, but say there's 100 units in a building. Out of those 100 units, only 49 can be Western owned. 51%, 51 of them, or 51% need to be Thai owned. That's one. And the second one is you basically need to open a business up or some kind of yeah, I think you have to open a business up in order to be able to stay there. And when you arrive in the country, even though you own the condo, you still have to go to the immigration office to say that you're staying there. So it's kind of a pain. So I think living in the Dominican Republic, at least it's a little bit cheaper, easier for me to fly there. But when I went there last time, it took me about the same amount of time to fly to the Dominican Republic as it took me to fly to Thailand, because I had to fly to Denver, 3-4 hours in Denver, then I had to fly to New York, and then 3-4 hours in New York, and then fly 6 hours to the Dominican Republic, and then it wound up, that was what, 10 hours, 12 hours of flying time, when I could fly 8 hours or 10 hours to either Korea or China, and then 2 hours to Thailand. So it wound up being about the same amount of time. So that's the other one. So if you really want to go on this trip with David, go ahead. I'd like to actually do tours overseas, but I wouldn't be able to do anything until next year. And if you wanted the Philippines or Thailand, I would be an excellent guide, because I'll tell you the history of a lot of stuff. I'll show you the World War II history of the Philippines and tell you exactly what happened at one place. And I'll tell you a lot of stuff. So, all right, so that's going to do it for this video. And thank you, everyone. Peace out. Sorry I'm looking down. I'm looking at pictures on the thing to know what I'm talking about. So I should be looking at the camera a little bit more. And so, peace. Love y'all.